Romero has dropped a bombshell in the form of a training video that caught the world by storm. The former world champion dropped footage of him hitting the bags, performing a speed punching drill, and testing out his boxing skills in music. Sparring fans who had expected Romero to simply be a walkover for Ryan Garcia must be having a rethink. Fans had been complimenting Ryan Garcia's speed and physique leading to this fight. Probably what they didn't know was that the same way Garcia feels more natural at the welterweight division is the same way Romero also feels that's the best weight class for him. Aside from Romero feeling his best, he feels this is his most improved version.
In case y'all didn't know. In case y'all didn't know.
For a boxer who started boxing as a 17-year-old, facing a boxer with a good amateur background, you expect his boxing techniques, footwork, positioning, jabs, and combinations to be as well-timed and calculated as they should be, if at all. He wants to get the victory. Romero's lateness in his boxing career was one of the reasons why there was an overemphasis on his punching power when he fought, and in fights where his punching power didn't do much and his boxing skills were tested, he failed woefully.
Oh, he just said he's looking past you to fight Devin Haney. That doesn't concern you at all?
I think Devin should get to fighting you.
But he said he's not even worried about you. He's not even thinking about you. He's looking forward to that fight. You're just going to be a bump in the road.
He can think whatever he wants. He knows you too well.
How easy is it going to be? How long will Rolly last?
The case in his 3 world title fights, where all fighting took him to an insane level of skill display, and even if he was able to steal a win in one of the world title fights, it's general know in boxing that the win he got was undeserved. Having been with his new trainer for the past 2 training camps, Romero is certain that his boxing skills will be much improved, and he'll be able to respond as expected when he has to exchange power for skills when he faces Ryan Garcia. Romero picked up the punching bag and punched with so much force and power, each of his punches doing a good damage on the bag. Even when he threw combinations, both punches sounded like they carried the same power. 305. He then moved to a speed punching drill where he worked on his speed, knowing that his next opponent is a fighter who's best known for his blend of a powerful left hook and speed. Romero's speed was impressive, but would need to be more consistent to find his win against Ryan Garcia. He then jumped in, sparring, a kind of sparring that was like his beating of Ryan Garcia. He did damage to his opponent, wobbled him, and dropped him during sparring. Saw this, jumped on the comments to write, "We're in for a big treat at the Times Square." Another wrote, "I'm sure Rolly won't be as easy as we think for Ryan. It's a rivalry, and rivalries are mostly crazy." A third person added, "But what if Rolly wins? I'm sure both of them will get knocked down before the fight ends. Can't wait." Music. Romero recently began working with legendary Cuban boxing coach Ismael Salas, and it's just his 3rd camp. In discussing this, Salas took a few minutes out of a busy training camp to break down boxing fundamentals, his insights into his fighter Romero, and the matchup versus Garcia. Rolly has his own way of moving. He is awkward, and he's got crazy angles, so he can go in and out in his own way. Rolly's got good explosiveness and good power. My way is not to change anyone's style. It will be the same style, but improved. I would like to give him more precision and help him with his muscle memory cordon. he can just be himself. Romero and Garcia have a common opponent in Javante Tank Davis. Solis saw Romero's fight with Davis live, though it was before they started working together. Music. I remember in one interview Tank said he felt the power of Rolly more than the power from Garcia. Now with Garcia moving up, I don't think the power will be increased. No way, Salas said. He then added Rolly was doing good work against Davis. Salas continued, but he made a mistake and got knocked out, so I started from that point with Rolly. I said you have to be.
Hey, come on, man. Get it out.
More patient, you have to be more focused and not get distracted. So one of the things we're focusing on in the gym is concentration. In the Cuban style of boxing, we have very clean defenses. I cannot bring Rolly to use that style. If you try to make a big adjustment in the defensive skill of a fighter, he cannot do good attack tactics, and there's no way he can do good counters because defensive skill is in the middle of attack and counter. So I will try to keep the middle one, the defensive skill, as he does.
Yeah, shit, I swear to God. I better get that one in there.
One in there. Of all the things I request from Rolly, the most important is to just be focused on what we're doing every day. The limit is only the sky, so we have a winner's mindset, but with daily work, and I love the work Rolly's doing now. We've increased the time of the rounds, and sparring we're doing 4-minute rounds with 30-second breaks. To be a great fighter, you need to work hard. I don't care what anyone says. You can have talent, but if you don't work hard for your talent, it's nothing. Conditioning kills. As their rivalry has been over the years, Rolly Romero knew the opportunity that opened for him to fight Ryan Garcia was there for the taking. So despite their heated sparring sessions, their intense verbal exchanges, and public spats of the past, Romero did the simplest of all acts to land himself in the most eventful main event in recent years. He picked up the phone and called Garcia, and Garcia accepted the offer. I just made a phone call. I wouldn't even say I talked my way into it, Romero said when asked how he successfully replaced Garcia's original opponent for May 2nd at New York's Times Square. Former World Boxing Association 140 pounds champion Isaac Pitbull.
2 seconds. He's gonna come to fight. I'm not taking the blame or anything like that. I'm still gonna try my best, but everybody really wants to see the rematch, and that's where my heart's at. So I just gotta prepare